Howdy folks, this is Elcrex, just doing a quick update what's going on here in the command bunker. I finished up a bunch of 15 mil Flames of War miniatures from Battlefront miniatures game system. What you see here is we got some Tigers that I did up, some Stug 3s, some Shermans, and some Panthers. Let's get a little more light over here. It's a little too dark. Pretty much been working on these guys for a while here. As you can see, what I've been doing here is these are going to be the Africa Corps miniatures for the Tigers. They'll also work for any other time period that uses the standard Tiger. And got all those. They're all three identical from these guys. So I got those three. They went together pretty quickly since I have to do no camouflage scheme on them like I did on these other ones here. These are the Stug 3s. They went together. They were all put together. They were resin, one piece. This came out of their starter box set, I believe. And they were a little broken up when I got them. I finished putting them together. There was some bits missing on some of them. But I gave them a new home and made them feel like they deserved to be out on the battlefield. And then these Stugs right here, I did these in early war. These are going to be the 42s. The Stugs that what was it? The A's had the little short 75s. These guys, the next generation. You can see that this one has the square mantlet, which is early war. These are the later end where they had the more rounded mantlets on them. So these could have been painted up for later in the war with your standard, but I decided to just go with the standard gray color and bring out all the highlights and stuff in them, which is the German Panzer gray. Then did a light dry brush of some lighter gray to bring out the edges. And this one here had like a wooden rack on the back carrying the gypsy caravan. Being a former tanker myself, when tankers go to the field, they're like a band of gypsies. We carry everything on our back. We're not infantry, which, their house is like a tortoise. Everything is on their V-back. We armor guys, we go out and throw everything on the bustle rack, and it's like, all right, what can we throw in here? We got room for this over here. When you go to the field and you're actually, have one of the tanks, throw the grill on it. Yeah, we know how to go party. We're the band of gypsies. All right. The movie had Oddball in it. Donald Sutherland, Kelly's Heroes. Yeah, that's what I always think. I always loved that movie when I was a kid, and it kind of turned me into a tanker when I was older in life and able to join the military. So here we got another one carrying some, look like extra ammo or something. It's under tarp. And then this is the standard version. This one here has a can on the front, along with the standard equipment hanging off the sides. Okay, one of these, yeah, you got a backpack strapped to the pack. Anywhere you can put gear. That's what I liked about being on the M1s. M1A1s. You always had room for more gear. Big bustle rack in the back. Alright, and here we got the Panthers. You got your tarp on the side, a little bit of extra track links carrying around with you. Sometimes you carried, it's like, well, we always had like an extra road wheel or two, and because you never know when something's going to break. And it takes a while to get stuff from the rear, so you had to break it down and fix it yourself. Always had nice to have a few extra things. And like I said, these were missing some bits here and there. It's like this one right here. These three were missing the little skirts right here. Those things in real life, a lot of times they just get ripped off. You going through brush or anything, they catch and they get tore up. So a lot of crews never even bothered messing with putting them on again. It was just a pain in the buttocks. So yeah, we got the nice little camouflage. Those work for 44, 45, you name it, for Russia or France. So Western to Eastern Front. So one of these days I'm going to break out the other ones. And I was going to do, I had some decals, and I was like, all right, where the heck am I hiding those things? They got to be around here somewhere. And I was digging through, and I had some extra decals, that I was going to do. And it's like I had found these in the box. And then while I was digging through, and I said, oh yeah, I need to get some handle mags. And then I realized while I was digging through the box, look what's in the box, some handle mags. And I was like, geez, I did realize I had some of these. I put them together. So I need to get around and finish painting these guys up. So that's the next thing in the project, working on them and get her done. And then I got some more that Dystopian War stuff, and I got to work on my ship also for my Blood and Plunder. And I have to think about making a video because Palmer over on Heresy Productions, he had a conversation today. I was watching his video, and thanks for the shout out. And he was talking about some of his favorite movies, and Papillon. I loved that movie when I was a kid. I got to watch it back in the 70s when I was a kid, and that was a real good movie. I enjoyed it. And it made me think one of my favorite movies is Highlander. The very first Highlander movie. I just loved that movie back in the 80s when that first thing came out. I just kept watching it in the theater. And I got so bad I could practically recite the entire movie. I had it fully memorized. It was really bad when my friend Bob and I would get together and have a few beers. We'd start quoting Highlander. It was bad. But he had a discussion about game design, and I've done a few of those things in my time. And I have to sit down and make a video possibly here in the future and sit down and just discuss how to do that and what thought process to go through that. And be it a beer and pretzel game like 40K or more complex games like some of your historical games that you can see out on the market. Yeah, I did say 40K is a beer and pretzel game. It's very simple in the whole core concept of it. It got a little more better here in the last few editions, but yeah, it's still beer and pretzel. All right, this is Hellcracks. You guys have a great day, and see you later. Panzer's out.